And I know, Sean, you're looking at possibly Darren Buchanan trying to rival Minnesota. And Rutgers coming off a couple of overtime wins in 2 of the last 3 as well. So lots of matchups across the conference. And a turnover on the first possession for the Badgers.
Nice pass.
Yeah, the Rutgers doesn't waste any time in the flush from Dort.
This year, Lisa, for the Scarlet Knights.
Yeah, Caden Powers, the freshman, with his 4th start of the season. And it's with Francis now coming off the bench. Count the bucket here for Winter.
Boy.
Nolan Winter, as you know, stands at 7 feet. That helps, but he's shooting 73%. George with the handoff to Michael Davis. Another talented guard here for the Scarlet Knights. And an offense.
Had a couple of defensive lapses, but did just enough, and John Blackwell in particular, to get a hard-fought win on the road.
And right on cue, Blackwell takes the 3-point, right?
Oh, no, she's got other things to do.
Davis, a little in-and-out action.
Good defense.
Yeah, draws the foul, and gets the bucket. What a shot.
Chance for an and one. Jamichael Davis, kind of the engine of this offense for the Scarlet Knights. When he's not on the floor.
Michigan, right?
Oh, 5 of 10 from behind the arc, and does a really good job there of sealing off the weak side help. He takes away.
Good ball movement, the extra pass, Rhodey in and out. One of them.
Over the last 2, they hit 14 against Minnesota and 15 in the previous game against Michigan.
3, and Rutgers doesn't hide from the mid-range shot. Belauskas rattles it around for 3, and his for short. And Blackwell brings it down.
Good look. I mean, poor Jamichael Davis in transition.
Wisconsin with another opportunity here. Blackwell pulls from 3 and trades it. That didn't. And it's no coincidence that he's shooting better and Wisconsin's playing better. Powers pulls up, misses everything because he misses his first shot.
Yeah, 30-point performance in that overtime win over Northwestern. Also had 30 against Oregon earlier in the conference slate.
Oh, boy, and most recently Northwestern.
And especially how they were able to close out against Northwestern with their point guard Davis on the bench, and he's not going to be.
They're last in scoring, 2nd fewest in terms of assists per game average, but they do attack the O boards, and that resulted in just about to say. It goes real deep, and the putback is good for Garland. His first shot. Nailed the lob play, and Rutgers is trying to, as well as Dylan Grant, who's been dealing with an illness. Was the leading scorer for the team and trying to get back 100% healthy. The attack and drop.
Reversal or a paint touch and kick it out. But there, Powers did a nice job of getting the defender on his heels and the tackles on the defensive end.
It's actually, his points per game is better in conference play, about 8 or so. Left wide open. Someone forgot about Belauskas.
Way too easy to give up if you're Rutgers.
Belauskas trying to defend Grant. And Carrington lets it fly. Off balance. Offensive rebound by Winter. Puts it back. The jump hook is pure. Change in his 3-point shot.
I just think he's not forcing as many things and slow to him a little bit. And other parts of his ball game have picked up as well. He's taken much better care of the basketball. And last year,
Big Boyd gets rid of it. They find Blackwell in the corner. The up fake, the baseline try. Someone's got to put it up. And Rhodey just Peters back to work. They've led for almost 7 minutes here of this first half. Not there for Boyd. To go. Good defense that time by Winter to turn him away. 5 seconds now to shoot. The spin move by Woolley. Ew, it touched every part of the rim and dropped.
right, well done by Francis.
And he's really heavy left-hand dominant. As I say that, he drives right-handed, but he turns back to his left, a strong hand. But they're going to try to make him shoot that.
Yeah, he utilized the jab step just to give him. I tell you what, Belauskas got away with one.
There's the bucket. The guys in the stripes don't see it.
Like speeding. Didn't happen.
That's right. Mark with the pull-up from the mid-range. And Boyd from that left side again. He goes back to back for 3. Get Rutgers in a little predicament. Francis again for 3. He's 0 for 3 from distance. Boyd on the take. Boy, he can get it to move. You definitely have the same flip phone. I do know that.
Yeah.
12-point advantage here for Wisconsin. And the turnover. And And three on the way. Janicki, of course, coming as a preferred walk-on. Minnesota kid playing at Wisconsin. Well, Willie's had a role here with Wisconsin, but he can make significant plays like that. Just solid defense that won't show up on the stat sheet, and the three-pointer fall.
He was a pretty legit scorer at George Washington as well.
That was his first shot, first three-pointer. Buchanan doesn't shoot. Oh, boy, rips it away. Timed it perfectly for the lay-in. The turn against our Milwaukee Bucks. Back down there for Winner, draws another foul. Boy, he's doing a good job. With that foul, 17 fouls. Badgers gives it back. Now Powers takes a peek about how much time he has to work with. Pocket pass there for Torch. And not what they did last year.
How about 83%?
Yeah, that's remarkable. Wisconsin averages about 22 free throw.
Thicket of screens to get over there and be there on the catch.
4 seconds to shoot. Attempt by Zerno. Janicki will pull the trigger. And a loose ball foul against Garlock. His first.
Very, very impressive. Not just within the league so far, but out as well.
I'd like to say, so you got Nebraska and Northwestern following this one. That one trickling in from the.
Somebody that spends as much time on it as he does.
He digs deep. Carrington off the mark, but 0 for 5 from the field. They forced him. 3 of those 5 shots have been from 3. 1 second here to shoot. That's more in his wheelhouse, but he still misses. He's 0 for 5 in terms of offensive rebounding and second chance points, as we talked about. Wisconsin has really attacked the boards on any misses. There's Carrington, and then there's now look at that quickness, the crossover from Boyd. And a walking violation. Michigan, that'll help your resume considerably.
I think the jacket should be worth an improved seed by at least 1 number.
I think so, right. Mike DeCourcy, the floor. Boy, look at him splitting the defense. Oh, whoa! Brady bucket and 1. 18 years, you haven't seen a lot of Badgers put up 19 or more points as their average. Scarlet Knights, who have struggled offensively, 39% from the field, 27% from 3, and Cerno trying to change those percentages.
Opportunity potentially here.
How about a winner 3? And everybody getting involved in the distance shooting party here.
More communication on the defensive end of the floor. I think they got caught in some switches and the inability to rotate. And then you have to jump that you maybe show someone else at him and get the ball out of his hands.
And the three-pointer, so Zerno, who had a from 3, his only shots to your point that he's taken for his 6 points. Blackwell was waiting, catch, shoots, fires, hits. Same starters here for both of these teams. It'll be Francis again coming off the bench for the Scarlet Knights. Francis, no points here.
That's a good job by Rutgers. That's exactly what you need.
Advantage. Largest lead of the game now for the Badgers. Baseline jumper. Buchanan hits. Steve Peichel had talked about the beauty of Buchanan defensively. He's a guy that can guard almost 1 through 4 if he wants to. There he is, vertical.
They're entitled to that space all the way to the rim, to the ceiling.
Good strong take. Boy, John Blackwell just willed himself in for 2. Ian Powers over near Beach High School. Jamal Crawford, he is used as a mentor. Peichel's going to let him play through it. He's got the ball right now. He's made no motion towards his bench to sub out Buchanan Jr. as Davis gets. And Boyd trying to turn the corner and draws the count. 10 Network and the Fox Sports app. Another good year for the.
Different way, but man, what Dick Bennett did here in the early 2000s.
To Bo Ryan.
Yes.
Oh, great. Grant gets it taken away, and Wisconsin here on the push. Carrington with a quick trigger around and around it. I love it again that he's in his 3rd year. There's a teardrop. 3 30-point games. He's coming off a 30-point game against Northwestern. Here's Rapp.
Scoring a season ago, so it's probably been a little bit of adjustment to come off the bench, but he has performed it well.
3-pointer falls for Chris Woodhead. And then there's been no looking back. Winter for 3. Not just a playmaker, he's a shooter.
Yeah,
Guard Boyd. Zanicki, back to back now for the pass. Oh, Big Ten fans who are following Wisconsin, the traditional swing offense, no more. They set a three-point record last Australian-born player to play at Wisconsin. Here's Francis on the move. Look at that move. Just a shiver shake and a shimmy shake for two. Now Francis for three. Well, he hit the couple of two-pointers. Now he was feeling good with that three-point
pass allowed then Francis. That was the first clean look he's had from behind the arc.
Zanicki with the miss. It'll be the teardrop again, and guess who? As your guards here out there for the Badgers. And Woolley air ball. Carrington for three. They're trying to. Rody steps in the way of the passing lane, and Rody with the finish.
Up on the window here in the second stand.
A 19-2 advantage in that category. Points off turnovers, partially blocking the Francis opening, but you're not going to.
Nice.
To a cutting point. I think he's feeling okay. This by the 7-footer coming here in the second half. And Boyd pays it off. It's in the paint this year. Nick Boyd has. You just see his attacking mentality. You know, the three-pointers are balls for each.
He was really good.
Yeah, 17 points he was averaging.
First team All-Summit League was to Hart when he transferred to Virginia, because they have not shown any hesitancy in putting him on some of the best players of the.
Against Seton Hall, he's got 12 here right now. Buchanan Jr. catch and shoot, and he knocks down the three-pointer. Since Abole, who comes down with a rebound. Look at the speed here by Davis, who blows past everyone.
Hey, Rutgers.
So the story of college basketball, Nebraska taking on the Northwestern Wildcats, and Nick Martinelli, the top scorer in the Big Ten, coming up after this.
Options in terms of size that you can put on this end of the floor.
Abole will do his part to send Boyd to the.
Has given Wisconsin certainly a different dimension. You mentioned he's the leading scorer for this team, but he came in with a lot of experience.
Back to Buchanan Jr. with Boyd trying to body up. Davis from straight away. He knocks it down. And this. Blackwell trying for the answer. But Rutgers trying to change those fortunes. At one point, it was a 26-point Badger advantage as Boyd tiptoes on the baseline and draw here for him. 4 of 7 for three. He's got 14 points, one off of time. His third on Blackwell. It's the 9th team foul for Wisconsin. And Dorch
crisp. It was all the way over. The ball is stuck a little bit more, and that's made it somewhat easier.
Boyd takes it and makes it. Attacking the. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Here comes Buchanan Jr. Oh, he walks with it.
In case rink mass may be as important to his team as anyone in this conference.
Francis with a miss and a foul against Rutgers. Look at Mom. I might be
defensively as he usually would.
Well, they pull right past him there. Boyd. Wow. Into the expensive seats behind the bench. Right. 3 timeouts each here for Rutgers and Wisconsin. AU probably more importantly as part of that Final Four team. You can't replace. Francis pulls up in the elbow right in his sweet spot. And Zernis, he's got that hop, skip, and a step. Spin move on Rody, can't hit it. Crucial rebound by Winner. 16 points. Coming off that last second shot in 10 years. Brunson Koenig that three-pointer in the NCAA. Blackwell again at the free throw line. If the Badgers can pull this out, it would make it 4 straight wins in half to Wisconsin's 51-point first half. Boy, gives it up, winner with the finish. Athletes at Minnesota, mom played volleyball, and dad was on the Final Four. It is a roller coaster ride.
And I think Francis was fortunate in that.
In Nebraska and Northwestern coming up after this one is complete. Northwestern looking to. Mike DeCourcy has Nebraska and Michigan as a #1 seed, and Wisconsin as a #10 seed. Will improve to 7-1. Those two have been so important in the backcourt. Dortch with the steal and the flush. 2 seconds left, and Cerno adds to his career-high day. Serve for Sean Morris. I'm Lisa Byington. Toss into Chicago studios for the game break.